Dr. Cella here, and when I started teaching mid-triple, gosh, a long time ago, I was always concerned about getting double run support because this was something that defenses could align and do, where they would line up with a 3 technique, a 5 technique, a corner, a safety, but then they'd have a guy stacked behind the 5 technique, which happened a lot during the Paul Johnson years. Now, Paul Johnson never ran mid-triple into that. He would run inside veer into that. More likely, he'd run it to, obviously, the A-gap defender, but he would at times run it to that side. But he never had to worry about it because basically what ends up happening is you've got the perimeter blocking the deep defender and the run support, and then the quarterback, B-back and backside A-back were 3-on-2 from there. But when you run mid-triple, you got to cancel a 3, a 5, a backer that's either stacked or outside, a corner, and a safety. So you've got 2 people to cancel the perimeter, but then you've got 3-on-3, which is obviously not a good play to run. Triple option is not a good play to run 3-on-3. So eventually what the academies all started doing was, if they got double run support, the A-back would make a call to tell the tackle, hey, you got to pull and block the run support. So that's what's done to this day, where the tackle will take 3 steps at 90 degrees and then turn up and block whoever shows in the C gap. So what ends up happening is he'll block whoever shows. So the worst case scenario is you get a 3-2 exchange, and he'll end up, if this guy goes there, the quarterback has him. If this guy goes there, the tackle will block him. If it's vice versa, obviously, then the tackle will block that player. And that's a situation you have to practice when you run mid-triple. But you go through all this against double run support. And, I had a conversation with the Air Force about this not too long ago, a couple of years ago. And the conversation was, what happens when you get double run support? And the coach said to me, he goes, Lou, do you understand that if they give you double run support, then that's one less player they have to defend zone dive? And I'm like, well, that's a good point. You're absolutely right about that. He said, our chances of getting yards on zone dive just radically increase, because what ends up happening is, you get the triple team right here on the 3 technique. You got the A-back wedging. So whoever decides to take the dive is going to get picked up by the A-back. The third guy in the service is going to fan whoever. Now remember, somebody's got to take the dive, somebody's got to take the quarterback, somebody's got to take the pitch. You're running triple option offense. So basically what ends up happening is they have one less player to defend the dive. So you got the 2 scoops on the backside, cut off on the backside. Quarterback takes a snap, jumps in the place at A-gap, points the ball. The B sprints with the ball, sprints through the place at hip of the tackle, sprints through the end zone. Quarterback accelerates outside. Backside A-back accelerates outside on the pitch. So their answer and their response to double run support is, hey, that's one less player they have to defend zone dive. So there you go. That's how it's done. So you're going to get the triple team right there, the A-back who trails the tackle's place side hip, 2-hand slams whoever shows. Nobody shows, he goes second level. So if the easy stun, he's going to pick up the easy stun. If 2 takes the dive, he picks him up and the ball hits up inside or outside of that block. Because this player's got to play the quarterback or the pitch. If he takes the dive, he's got to play the quarterback or the pitch. If he takes the quarterback, he's going to fold back in and take the dive, or they could put him on the pitch. Regardless, they have 1 fewer player to put on the dive when they have double run support. And that's what you have to keep in mind. And if you really want to screw them up, go heavy, and you'll put the receiver here, you'll bring the tackle over, split the receiver out wide. Now see how they adjust to it. So zone dive versus double run support's the way to go. I always was concerned about pulling the tackle on mid-triple. I thought it was kind of odd, but Air Force, and I mean, I kind of subconsciously to constantly knew this, but Air Force brought me back to reality and made it totally conscious with, it's one less player they have to defend zone dive, and it's all about running the zone dive and getting 4 and keep running it like they did against UNLV, where they ran zone dive 39 times in 2022. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Coaches, you want to win more games in 2023, pick up the phone and give me a call. My number's on the thumbnail of this video, so is my website. Talk soon.